Happy Saturday. It is Saturday?
It is Saturday.
Okay. Howdy, 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 everybody. Old Guy's Kitchen, Saturday night, fried chicken on the menu. And I've got a recipe that I saw on a YouTube channel, Townsend and Sons. If you're not familiar with it, they do everything food from like the 16th, 17th, 18th century. A lot of early America type of recipes. Um, Everything done on open fires and so forth. So anyway, I got this fried chicken recipe from them, and this is kind of with a little bit of a tweak to it, but it's pretty much the recipe. It's good. We've tried it before, so I thought it would be fun rather than doing the normal fried chicken. And chocolate mayonnaise cake made the vote this week, so I'll be making some chocolate mayonnaise cake. I'm going to make cupcakes just because it's easier for us. That's just that.
Natalie's here, but she's got to go back to work soon. So.
Natalie, understood. Thank you for popping in. Good evening, Brother Doug, Shar. Hope you guys are doing good. Hope you had a good week.
Joshua and my brother.
Josh, good evening. Jamie, good evening.
John.
John, hello guys. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. I'm going to get started here pretty quick on this marinade for the chicken. But this recipe, as I was just saying a minute ago, is a 300-year-old fried chicken recipe. If you search Townsend and Sons on YouTube, you'll find their channel, and everything 18th century that you'd ever want to know. So, really cool channel, and this is a recipe that's, I guess, based on that. It's mostly that recipe with a couple of little additions on my part, but there you have it. Manuel. Ow! Happy Saturday to everybody. Hope you've all had a good week. It has been a rather exciting week. Nerve-wracking, scary week also. We had the road that's in our town. It's the only way in and out is this one highway that goes through it. It's a state highway, and it's one of the few mountain passes in this part of the state that they keep open through the winter in order for regular traffic, but trucks and and so forth. Anyway, this last weekend, or this last Monday or Tuesday, I don't remember now what day it was. Tuesday maybe. It had been raining and it was warm, so we had a lot of snow, so there's a lot of runoff, and these little runoff creeks go into the river, and of course the river is just raging. And just outside of town, there was one of those creeks that get filled up during the spring runoff. And it had been raining, and with the amount of runoff that there was, it backed up that culvert area where it went into a larger culvert. It backed up and started going over the road, and we drove over it. And I thought, well, I better call that in. So I called the local sheriff, and then I told Miss Olga, I said, heck, I hope that it's still there when we get back, because I knew it wasn't a matter if, it was a matter of when. And sure enough, by the time we came back, the culvert had washed out, and there was one lane left yet unaffected. So they let the few people that they had stopped, and us included, to get around. We got back into town, and then later, just very shortly after that, the entire road just caved in and continued to erode down and widen. So now it's like about 40 feet across,
Probably.
and maybe a little more, and about 40 to 50 feet deep. Just a big cut right through the middle of the highway. And so I guess the plan is they're going to bring in a temporary bridge and span that, but they're not going to do any work on it until the spring runoff is over and these little creeks dry up. Because right now it's just too much water. They couldn't stop it if they wanted to. So anyway, that was kind of a close call. Driving over that to begin with really wasn't a very good idea. It could have already been eroded away, and we could have been, fallen into it. But we got lucky. Then. So the next morning we decided to go. We wanted to go grocery shopping. That was Thursday. The highway going the other way was still open. You got to go over that mountain pass, and down to into this next town that would have a decent grocery store. Oh man, we got about halfway down that mountain pass.
Yeah.
And
He's
maybe about 30 yards in front of us, the whole cliff, this huge cliffside just caved in. It was like watching something on a movie. The whole thing just came spilling onto the highway. And we narrowly missed it. It's a good thing that I'd slowed down a little bit and I kind of saw it happen and had enough time to stop, to react to it. But it was, just, maybe 15 yards, 20 yards in front of us. So we were really close. So we turned around, went back and told the sheriff that, hey, guess what? Now it's closed on the other side. And he said, you need to stop going places. So anyway, it's been kind of an exciting week. Okay, yeah, so, well, I need to just come take a look, see if there's anybody said anything.
Okay.
He'll just keep... Okay, gee.
Well,
no, I know.
It's not like I was taking.
Anyway, so that was the fun thrills and great adventures of this week. And plus, we've been trying to do our first of the many spring projects and get stuff in and out for that. Fun stuff.
Okay, so John says he's having enchilada casserole.
Yum.
Emmanuel says happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday.
Joshua says he's watching the 149th Kentucky Derby.
Nice. Kentucky Derby.
Ronald's here.
Ronald. Good evening, guys.
Dixie Cuddles is here.
Dixie.
Yes. I hear, and it can be dangerous on some of those roads in Colorado.
Yeah, sure can be.
Eli's here. Greg's here.
Eli, Greg, hey guys. Welcome. Oh, now see, I'm forgetting already. Okay. So I got a juice of lemon here. This is a pretty old fried chicken recipe that I saw online, so we're gonna go with it. I juice from a half of a lemon here. A big one. Okay. Straighten that out a little bit. Woohoo! So, yes, we got chicken enchiladas or enchiladas. What else is everybody else having?
Enchilada casserole.
Enchilada casserole. What about the rest of you? What are you guys having? We're having fried chicken.
Greg says he's glad that everyone's okay after the rock slide. Dixie Cuddles says, I'm glad you guys are okay.
Me
Miguel's
too.
here.
Who?
Miguel.
Miguel?
Yep.
Good evening.
He's lost in the sunshine.
Oh boy.
Josh's Grill and Hot Dogs.
Hot doggy! So I got a little malt vinegar. It's gonna go a couple tablespoons of that.
Greg says this is his favorite day after all the chores are done on a Sunday.
Awesome. Well, thank you. This is my favorite part of the week too. So I think we're kind of seeing eye to eye on that thing. All right, so I'm just gonna set that aside for a second. I got some scallion or green onion. Boy, just doesn't pay to buy them a day early. I should have went and got them this morning. You buy them a day early and they turn into.
Eli said that he just finished making Mexican rice and his famous charro beans for an early Mother's Day gathering that they're having.
Nice. That sounds delicious.
Hello.
That must be my
Hi.
blue dog.
Yeah, me too.
All right, let's tuck that in here. And this is just for the marinade.
Okay.
So we got a little green onion here.
Okay.
Spring
good.
onion, if you will.
We like that kind of
Scallion.
time.
Okay. And
Yep.
I got a little bit of Charlotte.
Ooh, yum.
So I'm going to probably dice up about half of this.
Makes me jealous now.
Uh-oh. They must be having something good if Mrs. Old Guy is jealous. Guess we're all going to find out.
Okay. Have a good night.
I'll set this back over to the side. So Brother Doug is having...
Pulled pork sandwiches
Okay.
and strawberry rhubarb pie.
Yum. I like strawberry rhubarb pie, but I
Yeah.
like rhubarb pie better.
And it's rhubarb out of their garden. The first
Ooh.
thing out of their garden.
Yummy. That's when it's best. Alright, let's get this scallion kind
Okay,
of...
so let's see here. Greg is making potato bake with bacon and cheese.
Who is having that?
Greg.
Ooh, that sounds really good.
Arnold is here.
Hey, Arnold.
Arnold said, hi, Uncle Doug.
And I'm sure Uncle Doug says hi back. All right. This is not part of the normal recipe, but I've got some extra oregano, so that's not gonna. A little extra herb in there will not hurt the flavor of this fried chicken. I can promise you that. So I'm gonna.
Dixie Cuddles had fish and shrimp. She made dragon fruit smoothie for her first time.
Dragon fruit smoothie. I tried dragon fruit for the first time when we went out to California a couple of years ago, but it was mixed with other stuff, so I really didn't get the flavor of what what it actually tastes like. So I'm gonna have to try it that way. I think.
Yep.
Just make it into a smoothie.
Steve Russell's here.
Steve, good evening. Happy Saturday. Happy
He says
Saturday.
crazy road destruction.
Yeah, no kidding. It's been kind of crazy here
Glad
this
that
week.
rock didn't crush you.
Yeah, I'm glad too. I think they've got that side of the pass open now, if not pretty close. They can clear those kind of rock slides pretty quickly. But what happened on this end, right outside of town, that's not a fix that comes quickly. It'll be well into fall
Yeah.
before they've completed the repairs. So, and I guess the engineers got to figure out whether or not they're going to put another culvert or make a bridge. So that's up for them guys to figure out.
Dixie Cuddle says, I bet it was her first time of trying dragon fruit. She's never had it before.
What's that?
Trying dragon fruit.
Oh, yeah, I've seen it plenty of times, but I've never tried it, so I'm gonna have to. All right, come on now. Come on.
Steve had buffalo chicken salad.
Buffalo chicken salad. That sounds good. Next week we have, what do we have coming up next week? I don't remember. I'm usually pretty good at that. It's been a busy week.
Chicken cordon bleu.
Chicken cordon bleu, that's right. Yummy. Looking forward to that. All right, just some salt and pepper.
Dixie said she tried it separate and it reminded her of kiwi and watermelon. It's good.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to try it.
Eli says, so far I have a dozen Reaper plants, 1 habanero, 1 serrano, 6 chili DR bowl, 1 bird's eye, all coming in.
Awesome. All right. I'm gonna toss in a couple of bay leaf, or at least one anyway. Let's see what I got here. Well, I guess some crushed ones.
Greg said dragon fruit from Malaysia is something else they get. Something else from what they get there.
Yeah, I bet it's a lot different than what we get here. Okay, and that's just 2 little nips of clove in there. Corns, I got the bay leaf.
Greg says he's doing butter chicken with a tatty bake.
Butter chicken with patty bacon.
Tatty. T-A-T-T-Y.
Ooh. That sounds good. Okay.
Arnold says rhubarb pie reminds me of Grandma.
Love rhubarb pie. Yeah.
Yep. Butter chicken's really good. We like that.
Love rhubarb pie too.
Yeah.
Yeah, mostly due to my mom. Absolutely. Alright. I got these chicken, they're just regular chicken thigh, bone in. All I want to do is just kind of cut it a little bit in here so that it will hopefully absorb a little more of that marinade. I'm going to try and give it about an hour before I fry it. So, okay, give it a few slices there.
Greg says the chicken bake are separate, not together.
Get in there. Get all those veggies. All right. Get rid of the gloves. Last thing I want to put in is just a drop of honey. This is local local honey. Not a whole bunch. Mm-mm-mm. Yum. All right. Yummy. All right. So, other than the the weather kind of messing with stuff, and by the way, we are able to get in and out of town. Right next to the highway, there is an irrigation canal that feeds all the farmland just down below. And during the spring, they open the gate up a little further back, and that irrigation canal fills. And so, to maintain it, there's a little dirt road that runs alongside of it. So just right at the point of where the road failed, they being the Department of Transportation has used that little side dirt road as that way around where the river is, where that creek has developed. So the only people they're allowing in and out is the residents, the people that live in this, in between the area that got shut off. Yeah. So I forget how far up, but if you live anywhere on this side of the pass.
Eli says, I have 1921 cream tequila liqueur. So good, it's like Bailey's, but better.
That sounds good. All right. Chicken's marinating. I'm just going to let her sit right there. Get that out of my way. Let's save that lemon for something else. Put this over here. Oh, now I'm not saving that lemon for nothing.
Bummer.
No, actually, I don't believe I actually put that chicken in there. I pulled it out, so it didn't get on board. That's a good thing. Boy, these poor, pathetic-looking green onions.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to do something with those. I'll keep. I'm telling you. All right. So I'm gonna make some coleslaw real quick too, to go as a side dish with this. So I just bought a bag of these sliced up cabbage. Got the carrot in it.
Arnold says, how long do you think CDOT will need for repairs?
Coming from 133 from like the side you would come from through Carbondale, they don't have to do anything really. I mean, they gotta maybe do a little bit of repair to the asphalt where the rock slide happened, but they've already got, I think, maybe both lanes open again already, so it shouldn't hinder you as far as coming to visit us, because you would take that way in. They just wouldn't let you all the way out. They just wouldn't let you go out of town that way, but if we want to do that, you just hop in our car.
Yep. We're good to go.
So we're good to go with that.
Steve wants to know, do you like vinegar-based coleslaw or mayo more?
Well, mayo more, but it's got a fair amount of vinegar in it, so I guess it's kind of a happy dance, a little bit of both. So I got a Granny Smith here. Gonna slice them thin.
Arnold's that cool.
Slice them thin and then cut them into matchsticks. So this will take me just a minute to get this. Using green apple instead of pineapple in coleslaw is a good alternative if you still want that something a little bit tart, but you want something different than your average pineapple one. Whoop, come on now. Figured I'd get these two things going first since they need a little time to kind of come together. The cake, that shouldn't take too long to make, and since it's going to be cupcakes, shouldn't be too long to bake them. I'm going to make a coconut pecan frosting to go on that mayonnaise cake. Gotta look down, guys. I'm sorry if I tried looking at the camera while I was doing this. That'd be the end of it.
Greg told Steve that he would use both and maybe a dash of lemon.
On what?
Coleslaw. And Eli says it looks like the nuggets might go all the way. The half beer whooping my sons. So.
Well, that's total news to me because we don't get regular TV. I don't watch sports, so okay. I'm just gonna have to take your word for it.
Hi to Andrea too.
Yeah, hi to Andrea. Okay. Drink. Okay, so just so I can show you guys for the mayonnaise cake, and now of course for this coleslaw too. Okay, can you see that? Okay, basic. I mean, this is as basic of mayonnaise as you can possibly get. It says "Smart Way, Saving in the Right Direction." Mayonnaise. So there you have it. Okay. We'll get the cake going here in a second.
Arnold said he's Arnold.
Let's get this here. Here's my white vinegar. Okay. Maybe I should use this. Might be better. Got just some white vinegar. Come on now. Put in about a tablespoon and about a half maybe. Okay. Some celery seed. Oh, teaspoon. Brown wire. A little bit of sugar. Don't want to be spilling stuff all over the place. Put in some sugar. And now the mayonnaise.
His name just left me. Arnold's brother.
Eddie.
Eddie's here. It just totally went away. It's like
Hey, Eddie. Good to see ya.
It says, greetings all. What's up, Brother Arnold?
It's great to have my nephews online. And my brother. So we're making the coleslaw. Sliced up Granny Smith in there.
Greg says, oh wow, that's one flagon of vinegar.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know how much that is.
And then he says, Tom has some good triceps to pull that off.
Have some what?
Good triceps?
Good triceps to pull what off?
I don't have any idea.
Well, I don't know either, but now I'm anxious to know. I didn't realize I had that much oomph left in me. Okay, we're gonna leave that out in this. This needs to go away. Gotta clear a little room here, guys. If I don't, things just become too much of a cluster. Just easier to kind of put this stuff up as I go. I haven't been drinking sodas lately. Working on this thing. And but I had to try this new Mountain Dew Summer Freeze. Have any of you guys tried it?
Yeah, I said it should be a fun party tonight. Might need some hair of the dog tomorrow.
Hair of the dog. Well, you want some dog hair? Next time Mrs. Ogosh whips up the floor, I'll send you a bag.
Plenty of that, for sure.
I got your address. Oh, I missed that, so I'll have to pick it up later. I'm going to give this another quick stir and a taste. See if it tastes anything at all like coleslaw. Let me get it for him. It's all right. We'll squeeze the lemon juice, won't hurt it. Okay. Now I'm just going to let that sit aside. Let's get on with making a cake. Chocolate mayonnaise cake. And I want to make sure that I get this thing correct, so I wrote everything down just so that I don't I don't want to foul up. All right, so let's just start with 3 eggs. And don't worry, we'll get to the mayonnaise here pretty quick. Alright. Want my vanilla? I'm going to put in a teaspoon of vanilla. A little bit more? Yeah, why not? Just a touch. Just a nip. Okay. This is a very small top right there. And for some reason, I thought the mayonnaise lit. Yeah, boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay. Let me get some sugar. 1 2/3 cups of sugar. there's a cup. Mayonnaise. A cup. We have 2 thoids. Right? 2 thoids.
Dixie says that she's never had this kind of chocolate cake before.
Well, I thought that a chocolate mayonnaise cake would be pretty interesting. I need those fresh. Mrs. Old Guy informed me that her mom used to make chocolate mayonnaise cake.
Yep.
And I said, well, it's got to be good. So I put in the soda, mayonnaise, a whole cup of mayonnaise. Mayonnaise.
Eli said at his party they're going to have some carne asada tacos, shrimp, and all kinds of sides, and they got a band playing also.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That sounds like fun.
Greg says, old guy, can you show those eggs to the camera?
The eggs, show the eggs to the camera. The cracked eggs or the uncracked eggs? I need to know. I need to know. Because if you want to see the cracked eggs, they've already got sugar on the top. So I'll wait for a few seconds for you because there's a little time delay here. So I'm going to just stand here and wait for see what you want, see what you want me to do. So, it's entirely up to you. So, but I'm
Uncracked, please.
Uncracked. Well, I guess here I'm going to put my mayonnaise in before I spill it. So did your mom use regular mayonnaise? Like Hellman's?
No.
No? Miracle Whip mayonnaise in her cake?
Probably, because I don't remember her using mayonnaise, but she might have. I don't know.
Well, I don't know.
I was a kid. I didn't pay attention.
I don't know either. Now, what am I supposed to do?
Show Greg the eggs. And Eli wants to know, how many eggs did you de-yolk?
I de-yolked no eggs currently. But I have to de-yolk a couple here in a little bit. Okay, see, so there's the carton. 1 dozen large grade A eggs. And allow me to do a proper
Don't spill them.
look at that. Isn't that something? Chicken eggs. All the way in America.
Greg says, oh no, I don't want to get in the way of the hard worker.
No. Of course not. Okay. Let me get this going. I'm just going to make a mess here anyway, so get this out of the way. We're going to need some flour.
Greg says, oh wow, so white.
Yeah, well, they're chicken
Hey, we
eggs.
get brown eggs. There, so.
If we wanted, there are lots of places here that sell chicken eggs. As far as, and they got all different breeds of chicken, and I was surprised how many different colors of chicken eggs there are.
Yeah.
Blue, green, different shades of brown, different shades of white. speckled or not speckled. There's a huge variety of chicken eggs. It's kind of surprising. Okay, what am I doing here? Got the sugar, got the vanilla,
Got the mayo.
2/3 cup of. What do I do with my measuring cups?
Oh,
Oh, I threw them in the sink because I used it for mayo. Okay. Boy. That's what happens. So I'm just going to get 2/3 of a cup here of the cocoa powder.
Eddie says, I hate real mayo. When I was a kid, I made my first sandwich. No idea what went into the sandwich, so I used mayo, sugar, mustard, lettuce, pickle, and whatever else I could find. My dad came home and forced me to eat it. To this day, I don't like mayo.
No doubt.
But it's try the cake.
All right, I want
Or
to give this.
I'd try that cake. Arnold's laughing at him.
Oh.
I can see your dad doing that.
Okay, just try to get that cocoa powder mixed in. Not a whole lot spilled out, so I think I'm okay. All right, let me get this out of my way.
Arnold says those chickens that produce different colors, they are on dope. I'll laugh my ass off.
Yeah. Do you think? Chickens on dope. Sounds like a movie. All right, get the old strainer. So I need 2 cups of flour. Oops, 1. A little bit more. There's 2 cups. Get that kind of out of my way here. And I just know that this is going to make a mess as soon as I try to turn it on. Happens every time. Alright, a little baking powder and a little baking soda. Powder, really? A little baking powder. And a little bit more soda than powder. Okay.
Arnold says, I've been a victim of James R., my own damn self. I feel for you, brother. Eli says 2K special, serving a spoonful of mayo. LOL, just kidding.
You know, Arnold and Ed, I still think about that time we were up goofing around in the winter, throwing rocks onto the ice, and I smashed my fingers in between 2 rocks.
Oh,
Do you guys remember that?
Greg told Arnold, in Aussie we get brown ones. I watched a recent video where a guy went to Japan to a Japanese restaurant. They had 6 different eggs, all tasted different, and one was a white yolk.
Interesting.
Travis M. is here.
Travis!
I'm late with.
You're not late, really. I got some chicken marinating, and I've got some coleslaw kind of getting together, and I'm just now making this mayonnaise cake. Now these folks can tell you they seen the mayonnaise get measured out. That goes over here. Let me turn this back over and make sure that I haven't forgot anything. Salt, yeah, 1/4 teaspoon. When you're working with cocoa, always put in just a little pinch of salt. Vanilla, that's in there, that's in there, that's in there. All I need left is a little water.
Arnold told Greg that he would try all those eggs because he enjoys eggs.
Yeah, I like eggs too. Okay, let's kind of put that on here now. Get my that Thoid cup here. You can see the line. All right. I don't want to cross the line. Looks like I did.
Uh-oh.
Okay. So far, so good. Let that mix for just a second. Get some of this stuff out of my way. That'll be the best, I think. The less confusion I have around me, the better off I am. I'm not going to mess with all the bother of cake pans. Cupcakes.
Eli said the first thing he ever learned to cook was scrambled eggs when he was 7.
Yeah, I think eggs was definitely one of the first things I think I made as well. Eggs and bacon.
Travis said congrats on 802 subscribers.
Thank you, thank you. It's very exciting. All right, make sure that everything is off the sides.
Scott's here.
Hi, Scott.
Just got back from training.
Awesome. Are they going to make you fill tanks again tonight?
Arnold said, yes, Uncle, I do remember. What's funny is that he always took us somewhere, but I never remember being cold. Awesome times. Thank you.
I remember going sledding with you guys, and I biffed it pretty hard. But lucky I didn't break my neck.
Greg said congrats on the 800.
Thank you. I'm excited.
Scott said the first thing that he learned to cook was cream of wheat and oatmeal.
Cream of wheat. Yep. I need this. Okay. Done with the vinegar. We'll put that away. Okay, so got one more thing I gotta mix up, but I suppose I should get some papers.
Scott said I did have to fill tanks, but on the 3rd, not 15th like last time.
Again?
Scott said that he did have to fill tanks, but on 3, not 15 like last time.
Okay. Well, that's not too bad.
And Eli said that he likes some oatmeal with brown sugar.
Oatmeal, yeah. We try. I like the oatmeal with the fruit flavors, like the banana and blueberry,
Yep.
peach. Those are all pretty good. Cinnamon and brown sugar is good too. All right. Come on. I never want to separate the way you want them to, right?
Right.
Cupcake.
Only 3 tanks, not 15, he meant. Sorry for typing fast.
3 tanks?
Yeah,
Okay.
not 15.
Yeah, still. That's good, only 3. All right, come on. Separate out. There we go. Those 2 are kind of jacked. They go into the reject pile. Okay.
Arnold said chocolate malto meal.
Chocolate malto meal. Yep. I remember that stuff. And also they had chocolate back in the back then. They had that chocolate wheatina too, and I didn't like that nearly as much. Malto meal was much better. Whoops.
Scott said oatmeal with brown sugar and butter is his go-to, but He also likes a little milk and raisins.
Milk, yeah, milk or cream, some sugar. No raisins for me. I'm not a. I like raisins that are maybe part of something, but blended into it. You know, not like a raisin itself, like cinnamon raisin bread. No thanks. I'll pick the raisins out. If you use some, I'm okay, I guess, with the flavor if you've used it in something else, like maybe barbecue sauce or something along that line. Okay. We are good to go here. Chocolate mayonnaise. Do I like it? I guess we're going to find out. Oh, come on. Give me a bigger one. That's better. All right. Here we go. Fill these up. Thinking 2 dozen. We'll see. This will give plenty of time for that chicken to do at least a semi-decent marinade. Overnight, I guess, would probably be best, but it'd be a boring stream for you guys to just look at chicken marinating.
Arnold said if you threaten your fingers with punishment by hammer, they might start helping you.
They might. But there's a problem with that. If I punish them, then they're going to rebel and they're never going to work. Get chocolate drop all over the place here.
Drake says, Arnold, gosh, you big brother, you. Nephew is what he is. Scott says, looks like you're making Jell-O shots for college party.
Kind of, I guess it does, huh? It's dripping all over hell. That's all right.
Drake said that Eli's probably off partying like no tomorrow, and he says, I'm in and out, Greg, LOL.
You mean in and out of
The house or...
the house or consciousness or...
Probably both.
That made a nice mess.
What a surprise.
Now a little bit more in each one. Hopefully they're all filled at least close to the same. Get these in the oven. Wipe up my chocolate mess. Dripping everywhere. Top of it. Table.
Drake says old guy
down the
doing
side
a
of
great
it.
job at ignoring the comments.
Huh?
Drake says old guy is doing a great job at ignoring the comments.
What comment did I ignore?
Probably the one that he said, Arnold Raymond, gosh, you big brother, you.
Well, he is the older brother between him and Eddie.
And Arnold told Greg, my brother and I were minions.
Bowl's kind of heavy to hold that way. All right, here we go. Finish these off here. Looks like I'm going to get a couple more than that 2 dozen. Close enough. Ugh. I've got chocolate on my hands. All right.
You didn't shut the water off.
No.
Thank you.
Dirt thing. Get these in the oven.
Eli said half and half, LOL, and Greg told Arnold, God bless you.
All right. "17 minutes. Get some of this other stuff out of the way. Wipe up my chocolate mess.
Greg said he right back, about to get some crazy storms there.
Okay, hurry back. All right. Let's give this a quick wick down. That's better. That lemon juice. Smells good. Okay. Let's see here. I can make the batter last. I think I'm going to get the coconut pecan frosting going here. I'm going to look at the right note at the right place at the right time. All right. I need a cup. Ha-ha. Some little evaporated type milk. And if I seem like a little rushed or whatever tonight, I'm still kind of pumped from the work and I was doing earlier. I'm extending the roof line, and we were at it all day.
Yep.
And I stopped just in time to hurry up and get things ready for tonight. All right. So I'm still kind of running at about 50 miles an hour here. All right, I don't want to pour that into the wrong thing.
No.
Almost did. That wouldn't be good, would it? Okay, cup of sugar too. Glad there's a cup in there.
Arnold says, where's the exit? Not a fan of coconut or pecan.
Well, then, you get to watch your uncle eat something gross. Just look at it that way. Just look at it that way. Okay, so and now what do I got to do
We'll
here?
be sure and have that when you come up, okay?
Okay, 3 egg yolks. Where'd I put those bowls? Right here. Separate out some more egg yolks. Where's my at? Right here. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, brutal.
Okay. Come on, yolk. There we go. There's 1. Whoop. Yeah, wipe the table down again.
Oh. Fail.
Who asked you? I still separated. I de-yolked it. All right. Last one. Oink. All right, let me get this out of my way. Good, good. Now we're just gonna dump them right in here. We gotta put some vanilla. Go for a nice teaspoon of vanilla. A little pinch of salt. Little pinch of salt. And I do believe that's it for that. Yep. Okay, so now I gotta cook this till it gets till it thickens up. Maybe 10 minutes or so. Delicious coconut pecan. Arnold, you don't like a Mounds bar or an Almond Joy?
Scott wants to know what we have coming up next week.
Next week is chicken cordon bleu, and I know I'm gonna make some pasta with that. So, chicken cordon bleu. All right. Cook off. Get these just out of my way.
Scott loves almond joys.
Yeah, I like almond joy too. I prefer the Mounds, but almond joy is just as good. I gotta make some homemade Mounds. I think it's not difficult. I've seen
Fun.
recipes for them. Yeah. Sweetened condensed milk, coconut, some other simple ingredients to make the coconut center. Melting the chocolate's easy enough.
Arnold says only almond joy, but not too often.
Okay. Well, that counts for something. I guess I'll let you live. I don't want that to burn, so I'm going to kind of keep at it here. I will toss these back in the drawer. Take another shot of this coffee that I started drinking like 3 hours ago. Ugh. I got everything going. I got waters, 2 different kinds. That soda pop, my coffee.
Guess you're thirsty.
I guess just in case I'm real thirsty.
Scott wants to know what's your favorite kind of M&M's. His is almond and peanut butter.
M&M's, either plain or peanut. Peanut M&M's are good. Here's one about this grandson that went to go see his grandmother. And he's talking with her, and they're, just chatting away, and he's eating her bowl of, she had a bowl of peanuts out, and he starts snacking on them, and before long he ate the whole bowl of peanuts. And he says, "Oh, Grandma, I'm sorry. I didn't eat lunch before I left home. I ate all your peanuts." And Grandma smiled at him, and she says, "Oh, it's okay, honey. I'm 85. I don't have any teeth. I just sucked the chocolate off of them." All right.
Johnny Small Peppers.
Johnny!
Sure, yeah.
Mr. Small Peppers, sir, good evening. I've got mayonnaise, chocolate mayonnaise cake cupcakes in the oven. I am making a coconut pecan frosting to go with that. I've got coleslaw that I mixed up over here, and the chicken thighs for the fried chicken, marinating in a mixture of vinegar, lemon juice, and some herbs, a little salt and pepper. And pretty quick, I'll be making a batter that's going to have some flour, a little white wine, a couple of egg yolks, and again, a little salt and pepper.
Scott says, oh my God, that's nasty.
What's nasty?
That joke he told.
Oh. Yeah, Grandma. I guess it was grandson's fault. He's the one that ate them. Without saying anything. What's that? What's that glaze you have on these peanuts, Grandma? It's a little like chocolate, but somehow different.
Hello, Johnny. Say hi.
Alright. It's getting there. Starting to thicken up some. After I pull it off the heat, I'll chop up these pecans real quick like. I just hope I'm not causing a big enough ruckus up here to make my cupcakes fall down there.
Oh, yeah. Scott said, speaking of something nasty, while drilling, we are drenched in sweat. I put my mask on and it's full of sweat. I look down and I see my name on my mask and put on the wrong one. I almost threw up.
Oops.
I basically did a shot of my other recruit's sweat.
Yeah.
You.
You know, that reminds me of this once. God, it was forever ago. It was one of these places I was working. I was drinking a can of Pepsi. And there's this other guy that was using an empty can of Pepsi to spit his chew into. And the place where he put his chew can down looked a lot like the space I put down my Pepsi. And yeah, I tossed that back and I got a big old gulp of that. Spit chew. That was disgusting. I don't recommend it.
No, I wouldn't think.
Alright, let's put in some coconut. Wink. Maybe another half a cup. What do you think? That's close enough. Alright. I got some pecans here. I'll give them a quick chop. Mix them on in. Come on now. Last time I made this frosting, it tasted really good and everything, but for me, it had just a few too many pecans. I like pecans, but I don't want them, I got to be able to taste some of the other ingredients too. So.
Scott said, if you dip or are around somebody that dips, you have to watch it. I have done it. Nasty habit that took a long time to quit.
Yep. That chew's nasty. And there weren't no fun drinking it neither. And the thing is, I didn't throw up, which would have been better. Because it just made me feel sick all day. But I didn't throw up. It's like, oh, damn it, I wish I would have thrown up.
Scott said an army trick got him to quit dipping.
Somebody pulled a trick on me, a dirty trick. And maybe as a payback of some sort. But they emptied can of chewing tobacco, so we're talking the fine cut like Copenhagen or something, into my boots. And let me tell you, if you wanna mess with somebody, just do that to them. Because 12, 14 hours later, when I took my boots off, my feet were pitch black on the bottom. And then they started ranging in, different shades of brown to orange and yellow on the top. Man, did I get sick. So, yeah, you want to mess with somebody, just try that.
Arnold said, yes, sir, I've drank several spittoons in my Copenhagen days.
I thought maybe in your drinking days out for a bottle. Tell you what there, buddy, I'll give you this whole bottle if you take a drink out of that there spittoon.
I said, getting sick as a dog off chew is what put me off from all tobacco till this day.
Yeah, well, you're not missing nothing. We both smoked for a long time. Quit, think what, 7 years ago now?
Yep. Greg says, gosh, I caught the bad end of this conversation.
All right.
Scott says, what sounds horrible? I'm sorry, Tom. Ooh, it was a field hack, not really a trick.
Okay. There's that frosting. Looks good. Gonna let it sit on that warm burner for a minute and finish doing its thing. I'm gonna get some batter ready for this fried chicken and have at it.
Greg said, oh well, Tom, spittoon.
Spittoon.
Joshua said that his grandma's dad had a spittoon.
Yep. Okay, so the joke, the old drunk goes into the bar, and the bartender says, I'll give you the whole bottle if you take just one drink out of that spittoon. So he reaches down and he kind of looks at it, and he's, and he brings it down, and the bartender said, well, you only had to take one drink. And the drunk goes, I know, but it was just all in one long string. Okay, that's yuck.
Scott said, in the army, you
I
can't.
forgot the butter.
In the army, you can't dip. So guys would take coffee and wrap it in a piece of toilet paper, roll it up, and put it in there like dip. I found a company that sells great.
Yuck. I forgot to put the butter up, but that's okay. It's not too late. Oh, there's my cakes. Turn that down. Oh my gosh. Huh. Isn't that something?
Greg says, LOL, dad joke, Tom. Tom, do you know the Superman joke? Can you do it?
This Superman joke. Yes, I know it, but I'm not going to do it. Just because you said that.
Greg wanted to know that.
No.
Scott says, I have known guys who swallow their dip. I don't know how they can. I would immediately throw up.
Yup.
Joshua's like, I'm with old guy, I just wouldn't dip.
No dippy.
Scott said muffins look great.
They do. That's my chocolate mayonnaise cake there, guys.
Greg said, don't spoil it.
Let me walk one of these over so you can get a look at it. Oh, they turned out just beautiful looking.
Yum.
So they smell really good. Okay. So, just gonna set these over here. Let them start to cool. Is it any cooler outside than it is in here?
Maybe.
Yeah. I'll let you take this out then.
Yep.
Set that there for you.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Okay. Dessert is on its way. Cook this for just a couple more minutes. Let it reduce stone.
Wow, yum.
All right, so let's get this batter. That. I don't want sugar. I want some flour. Roughly.
Says, have you shook your belly at anyone lately?
No. You know, as a matter of fact, I haven't. Why? Do you want me to shake it at you? I can do this.
Greg says, get someone to massage Tom's neck.
My neck, yeah. All right, so I got to get some more egg yolkies. Egg yolkies. How many was that? 3, I think. Let me look at my note. That's the wrong note.
Scott said, yeah, just stay away from dip and alcohol, not only because it's really bad for you, but it's expensive.
Well, yeah, that's true. It's just a waste of money, that's for sure. Health concerns or not, it's a horrible waste of money. Okay, 2 of those egg yolks in there. All right, and I got my fryer warmed up, so all I have to do is feed it. All right, we are getting there. Okay, I'm going to call that good.
Eli says, did you upload a burger video yesterday? I haven't checked.
Yes, I did. That burger review? Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Number 4. Number 4. Fat burger. Or fat belly burger.
Yes, fat belly.
Good stuff. Very good stuff. 2 egg yolks, a little salt and pepper. So I got my peppercorns here. I want it fairly peppery. That's just how I like it. A little bit of sea salt in here.
Scott said, I wish they had a Chick-fil-A where I live. I miss their nuggets with Polynesian sauce.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had a Chick-fil-A. Never, of any kind. Never had anything from there. Okay, salt, pepper. And now, I'm interested to see what this stuff tastes like. This is genuine All-American Bay Bridge $3.50 a bottle of wine. I'm surprised it has a cork. I was thinking screw cap all the way.
Scott said, when you come to California, you'll definitely have to check it out. It's worth it.
And what are we checking out?
Chick-fil-A.
Oh,
I
Chick-fil-A.
think they
Oh,
have 'em here.
absolutely. They do have them here. I just never been to one. Okay. So we just add white wine until we get a nice batter consistency. All right. A little bit more.
Greg says, old guy, if you need help with that wine, I have a good relationship with alcohol.
Reminds me of the cheap wine that I used to get as a teenager. And yes, I have to admit to underage drinking. I don't condone it. But I do have to admit to it. Well, I don't have to, I don't suppose.
You know, he says, I've never had food from Sonic. I always go for their drinks. Love me some cherry limeade.
Who's that?
Eli.
Eli? Never ate at Sonic? You gotta try my burger hack at Sonic. 2 juniors. Tell them to add lettuce, tomato, and onion. It's free. Or it comes with pickles, so.
Scott says, it's kind of weird to me for some reason, but I am almost 40 and I have never been to Wendy's.
Wendy's? It's really okay. It wasn't that long ago. I tried, what was it, Taco John's or Del Taco or something like for the first time. So that's just the way it is.
Greg says, LOL, passion pop?
Okay. By golly, by gum, I think we're ready to start
Yum.
battering and frying some chicken.
I'm hungry. Let's do
Well,
it.
yeah, me too. I'm very hungry. So, put a poll up for me, Mrs. Old Guy. We just call it cheese, yes or no. So make a poll.
I don't know how to do that.
You don't? Didn't you put a poll up for me last week or a week before?
No.
Should be an option there for you. Because we voted on pepperonis.
Well, I don't know where.
Okay, let me
I
see
don't
if I
see
can
it.
find it for you. Put this away.
Scott said at least you drank cheap bottle wine, not box wine. Good thing about drinking box wine is you have something to throw up when you're done, or throw up in, yes.
Okay, let me see here.
And Eli wants to know how the dogs are.
Dogs are good. I'm going to be off camera for just a second here. Let's see. Start a poll. Okay. Now I forgot what I was going to have them. Oh.
Now I know where to find it.
Okay. Okay. Now I think, can you guys see that poll that I started? There should be a poll. Let me know if you see it. I don't know that I started it for sure. Let me know if you guys see that poll. Because I have an option to make a different side to go with this fried chicken, but it's what it is. And then I need to know if you can see the poll. I've got these in a flat. Eli, maybe you can help me with that. We've got these things here, these little wheel-looking jabbies. It's a Mexican snack. You fry them up in hot oil, and they puff up like 3 times their size. They're really light. They're really airy. They're basically flavorless. So here comes the question. I was thinking about cooking some of these up for another side to go with our chicken. And the question is, should I use a package of not instant, but powdered mac and cheese and some chili powder to make the coating for these? So I want to know if you want me to do that. If you want me to add the cheese to these. All right, we got till this chicken comes out of the fryer to decide that.
Greg told Scott that in Aussie it's rare to find Wendy's. And he thought, Scott thought it would be McDonald's instead.
All right, the fabulous, fantastic Farmaware fryer. Here we go. Chicken's been marinating for at least an hour.
Greg wants to know where the moo cows are. They're sleeping.
They are sound asleep. All right.
Julie's here.
Well, hi, Julie.
Who is the clean-shaven man?
Who is that masked man? I suppose I should take just 1 second here.
Scott says, when is having less cheese a good thing?
I guess it depends on your physical condition. All right, I want to get something to kind of dust that into. So.
Julie said, thanks. Hey, Tom, ship that chicken up to Massachusetts.
You know, I don't think I can guarantee any kind of freshness. Okay.
So Eli said that he grew up on those puff snacks, and they get them from the Corn Man with Valentina hot sauce and lime.
Okay. Yeah, I've had them a couple of times. I don't know how they're traditionally flavored or prepared. But
Greg says, moo.
Cover this chicken with some flour. Hopefully that batter will stick real good.
Val's here.
Hi, Val. Welcome, welcome. Follow the rubber line to your seat. It is there for your safety and convenience. All right. We are just getting ready to get this fried chicken going here, Val. Got the chocolate mayo cupcakes, all good to go. We got some coconut pecan frosting in the fridge. We got some coleslaw made. And I'm looking for the voting as to whether or not I should make these Mexican snack things. Eli,
He said.
tell him.
He said cheese on them would be interesting. Can't go wrong with cheese.
Okay. So, all right. We got the flour there. We'll get these one at a time into this batter. Ah, come on.
So far, it's 100% yes.
Some of that excess drip off. I don't want a giant thick clump of just batter, so we'll let that drain off just a little bit. Just to let you know, Val, this was marinated in some lime juice, a little malt vinegar. I added dill, no, not dill, bay leaf, fresh oregano, and some salt and pepper. Pinch of sugar. Let that marinate for an hour. And the batter is made with flour, egg yolk, salt, pepper, and white wine. It's a recipe that I found off of Townsend and Sons. This is going to take a good little while to fry. Chicken thigh is usually just about one of the longest cooking pieces. Okay.
Kettle says cheese is always good. Val said 2 acids. Interesting.
Yeah, I made this once before for Mrs. Old Guy and I, a couple of years before I started my channel. And yeah, it was really good. And when I saw fried chicken was for tonight, I thought, oh, that would be something different, something other than the normal run-of-the-mill fried chicken. So just trying to make sure that I don't let this get stuck to the basket.
Val said, you said it was a 300-year-old recipe?
It is. Townsend and Son, they do everything 18th century or older as far as recipes go. They cook with fire and fire ovens, wood-fired ovens. They use all the period cooking utensils that they had, and they go by the recipes. So it's some of this and a pinch of that, and a lot of them don't have exact amounts. You just kind of have to toy with it. But it's a really cool channel. They've got a lot of content. They've been around for a while. So
Val wants to know how long you marinated it.
It got an hour. It got an hour in that marinade. It says to do it for like 3 or 4 hours, maybe even overnight, but I didn't have that much time. So, all right, and I think these pans are probably cooled down enough for me to pop some of these out and get the rest of that batter cooking.
Greg said, old guy, hold it together. You're in the presence of royalty. Val, not the new king. Val, not the new king.
Nice. Just wanted to make sure that was a cupcake that was cooked all the way through.
Eli said, they also sell those puff snacks in big squares, and we load them up. Shredded chicken, lettuce, tomatoes, sour cream, like a giant fruit pop.
Oh, that sounds good. That sounds really good. Let's get these off to the side here. I'm not sure how many more. Gonna make maybe 6 or 8. I'm going to have to get it off the bottom of that screen, but I don't want my breading to come off, so I'm going to let it cook for a minute. Come on. Oh, thank you. That one jumped out. Come on. Bang. Okay. Did I put them away already? What did I do with my paper?
Scott says he's surprised the dogs aren't in the kitchen smelling that chicken feet.
Yeah, they're pretty laid back today.
Yep, they're passed out on the floor.
I guess they're practicing up for the dog days of summer. Those lazy, crazy. Okay. We'll see if I got that many left. Alright. Got plenty of time. That chicken's got to do its thing. I can hear it. I'm doing my thing.
told Val, sorry, you're the king, but we have a new king. And Val told him, trippy food isn't really monarchy. I'm just average guy that eats weird food.
Yeah, at times I have to agree with that. Other times, not so weird, just, different from what we would make or have. Like some of the things that you've reviewed from your visits to Colombia, some of the snacks and other stuff. Alright.
Greg says, old guy, if I close my eyes for a minute, I could swear this Gordon Ramsay, but so much more polite.
Yeah, that's very nice, but yeah, he would cook circles around me. Set that timer 17 minutes again. It seemed to work pretty well for that last batch.
Val wants to know, have you already done liver and onions?
Not on the live stream. So if you want to make that a dinner request, we'll write it down and we'll add it to the basket. Boom. Okay. Chocolate. Those are done. What am I doing? Had to get a fork for something like this. Kind of came off on that one. Oh well. Just a little bit. Let go of it. Let go. Let go of it. Okay. That wasn't super bad. Throw that lid on there. Woo! All right, that's it. Everything is either been cooked or cooking. All right. So we're just waiting for that bird to fry up. I guess I can get a bag together for shaking the cheese powder. So just your generic, like maybe, definitely generic mac and cheese pouch. Oh my God, big enough. It's got a good size to shake those in. Maybe this grocery bag will work. So I'll dump this powdered cheese mix in here. And throw in some cayenne, some chili powder, a little garlic powder. First I gotta find all that stuff because this is kind of a last minute decision to do this. I've got a ton of spices. There's cayenne, chili.
Scott wants to know, do you have any plans on having another guest on anytime soon?
Never know. I'm certainly open to have guests. A lot of the folks I know, though, don't particularly want to be on YouTube, so.
Dixie's Friends is here. It all looks and sounds delicious.
Well, good evening. How's my chicken doing? Looks good. All right. I'm looking for the chili powder. It's eluding me.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to put in a decent amount of that cayenne. That's going to make it pretty freaking warm. A little garlic salt. Let's see if I can find that chili powder. got to be here somewhere. Now it's a quest. Now it's a quest. It's got to be here. You know where it's going to be already. I bet you guys do. Val, where is it going to be? I know you know. Deb, where is it going to be?
I don't have any idea.
Of course you do.
In the very back? I don't know.
In the last place I looked.
Ah.
Of course it is. Okay, well, maybe I used it all when I made those burrito tacos. Because I don't see it. Oh well.
Or it's in that stuff pulled out already.
No, it's not in the stuff I pulled out already. But I will throw in a little bit of paprika in place of the chili powder. Okay. Now turn that bird again. Rotate that bird. Okay, just kind of mix that up a little bit. Good enough. Now the only trick is, when I pull them out of the fryer, I got to give them long enough to cool down, but still warm enough to take on the cheese. So. We'll see how that goes.
Don't melt the back.
What's that?
Hope they don't melt the back.
Well, that's the idea, that you get them in there right at that sweet spot. And they're still hot, but won't melt the bag. It's nice just to be able to kind of stand here for a second. It's been kind of a busy 30, 50 minutes. What the hell? What time? Huh? Hour and a half? Wow.
Greg says, old guy, one man, one cover.
Let's take a look at my frosting here. Still pretty hot. Let's get cooled down a little quicker and stick it in the freezer. This chicken ain't coming out for a while yet. Turn that down. Dum-de-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. So, what's coming up? Val has been nice enough to join Old Guy again in another George and Pudgy episode. Only this next one, we're gonna do as a live stream. So we've had ourselves a couple of rehearsals. We're gonna get another one or two in before we actually do the live stream version, but there will be plenty of advance notice for when that happens. Looking forward to it. It's a fun script, fun story, I think. So they go on a scavenger hunt that takes them across the nation. The George and Pudgy Show coming up the first part of June. Live action, folks. And then later on, I'll probably put out an edited version. So that's what we're hoping for, and that's what the goal is here coming up in the next couple of weeks or so.
Greg says, yay, turkey foods, and then really? Wow, I can't wait.
Yeah. Mr. Val is in it. Val does a couple of really good voices, and he fits his parts very well. And I'm really glad that he and the other people involved are actually interested enough to even bother with it. So they are I am in their debt for sure. So
Val said should be fun, you big galoot.
yeah, big galoot. Oh, shucks. I gotta make sure that this isn't crispifying that crust too quickly. I don't want my... Okay. That's looking good.
Cows are awake.
Cows are awake.
Yeah. Well, he wants his food. Chumley.
Woo! You a hungry boy, Chumley? Huh? Here, let me get your food. Beep.
Greg says Ren and Stimpy. Too much.
Ren and Stimpy. There you go. I actually liked Ren and Stimpy.
Yep.
I was in my 20s or so when that came out. And I think my favorite episode was the one with Stimpy kept... sometimes I forget which one is which, but the blue cat, whichever one he was, he was hacking up hairballs, and it turned out to be in industrial use. So they were putting out industrial hairballs for something. It was a pretty good one. It also had an episode of Powdered Toast Man that was just funnier than heck.
Greg says, moo, there's my cows.
Yeah, here's my buddy.
Hugs, cows.
He's a hungry boy. Chicken's looking good. A few more minutes. 5 more minutes on the next round of cupcake. Looking good. That coconut pecan frosting is starting to kind of thicken up a little bit, cool down. So it should be just about on time for dinner or for dessert. We're probably going to run a little bit over, maybe. We'll see.
Val said Stimpy was the cat.
Stimpy, yes.
And Greg said Ren was the smart one. Stimpy was the galoot.
That was just one of my favorite episodes. Ren and Stimpy.
Scott said I used to call my dog a small cow also. He looked like a small black cow. I have a video next to the real cows that he looks like a baby cow.
I thought it would be kind of cute to get one of those little costumes for Chumley, like one where they have like somebody riding on his back, like maybe a monkey or a jockey or something, but they don't make them that big for him. They just don't make them that big. He's way too big. Same thing with things like doggy shoes. They don't make them big enough. If he was to need them, I'd have to do like I did for my other Chumley, and that's just make them.
Val said I sometimes do the Mr. Horse thing where he answers the door and says under his breath, "Casual's a pulse." And Arnold said, the last days of our youth, Ren and Stimpy rule.
Ren and Stimpy.
Casual the police.
Huh?
What Val said. Casual the police.
I don't know.
That's what he said.
I don't know what you're saying. Sometimes you get too low and I can't hear you. You have to understand, I got a Fabulous, fantastic, farmer, we're frying.
Scott said I got my dog a Batman cape that was too small on him.
Oh, that's too bad. And he's, he's small. So he must
Scott
have.
said that.
Oh,
He had a laugh.
I thought you said it was Val. So I thought he was talking about getting a Batman cape for Doodles.
Yes, Scott said that. And Scott said I had to special order my dog's collar from the website because his neck was so big, none of the collars at the store would fit.
No.
Trippy Food or Val said, "Call the police." That's what Ren and Stimpy used to.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Or Mr. Horse, sorry. When he answers the door, he would say under his breath, "Call the police."
Okay. Those are getting there. I'm going to give them about another, I don't know, 2 or 3 minutes. And then just to be safe, I'll put them on a plate and zap them for just a couple of minutes. I just want to be sure that they're cooked all the way, but I don't want that crust. It's already starting to get pretty dark. I don't want it to get too dark.
Val said he wants to get Doodle a Baby Yoda costume.
That'd be cool.
He looks like Goku.
Yeah, that's the new Baby Yoda looking guy. That's awesome. I think that would be pretty cool for him. I can see him in it. Absolutely. I don't want the chicken to burn. Yeah, I'm just watching it. It's almost there. So are these cupcakes. Jumbo ate all his dinner. He's a good boy. He can have a treat later.
Yeah. Now he'll come finish Polly's.
What's that?
Now he's gonna come finish Polly's. He's
No,
like,
that's
"Oh,
not-
you left so."
That's not a surprise. I mean, come on. He's a growing boy. The excitement around here kind of turned their balance, so.
Drake said that he wants one of those big spider ones for Moby the Pug.
Oh, those are cool.
Eli's taken off. Have a good. I'll catch the rest of it on a replay. Have a
Okay,
good night.
Eli. Hey, man, enjoy your shingding. Enjoy the food. Don't drink too much.
Val said he loves those videos. The dog comes at people at night dressed like a spider.
Yeah, that is funny. People, I'd run too. Dark, you don't know what's going on. You see that, I'd run. But actually, that may not be a super great idea to do because you never know. Sometime you might run into somebody who would get aggressive, maybe try to kick it or whatever. You don't hurt your dog. Okay. Let's take these out of the fryer. Starting to get a little bit on the dark side on one, but the red one looks alright. Let me get this fry basket out of the way. Another big sink full of dirty dishes for old guy. It's alright. I'm used to it. That's what Saturday night's all about. Eating good food and washing a ton of dishes. I need a bowl. Put these in. Where'd they go? Right here. Just, these aren't going to take, they're not going to hold too many at a time. Come on. Don't get stuck. They start getting big underneath the burner. I'm not going to be able to get them out.
Well, you gotta go the other way.
Uh-oh. It did that.
Uh-oh.
They all got stuck up underneath.
Bummer. Guess you should have used the basket.
I guess I should have used the basket. Okay, well, guess I'm going to let them fry like that for a minute, and I'll see if I can get them out. Lift that burner up and see if they'll float to the top. Jeez, these first ones might not be very good. Come on, are you going to rise up to the top or not? Oh, for Pete's sake.
Scott said, was Steve the one with the storms around his house? I think it was Greg that had the storms.
Whoa. That could have been a major
Ooh, yes, be careful.
drag. Spill hot grease all over my belly.
That would not be good.
Mm.
Can you use a spatula?
No, it's just they're underneath and they don't, for some reason.
Val wanted to know that, by the way.
If they're stuck there, you got one of them out. That didn't. Well, I guess I'll deal with it after. So what I do with the basket, I just set it down right here. Let's see if I can get them to work in here. Jeez. No, it wasn't quite hot enough. Because these things should really puff up. Let's see here if that does any better. Boy. It's a good thing I really wasn't counting on these.
Greg says, old guy, you can do it.
Well, I can do it. Can these? I can't believe they're not just like going for it. Maybe the fryer isn't quite hot enough. There we go. It's starting to get a little bit of puff.
Scott told Greg, I wish I lived somewhere where we got some big storms. Wait, take that back. I'm a mailman and it's already bad enough. Hello.
There we go.
Val's leaving.
Val,
Got a
thank
fly.
you.
Catch you later.
Thanks for coming in, man. I appreciate it. All right, I got these out. Can you believe it?
Cool.
But I got to get rid of some of that grease, some of that oil. So they did kind of puff up for me. Not as much as I wanted them to.
Does our fryer just not get hot enough?
No, it's hot. It's hot enough now.
Okay.
It's just they weren't at first, so I don't think they puffed quite as good as they should. But these are coming along real good.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's much better.
Val did say enjoy the chicken too.
Ah, awesome. Yeah, these are. See, you can see the difference. Those got real big.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna put them in here.
Greg said, old guy. So this is what I come here for. Oh, the rescue mission.
Rescue mission. Couple more. There'll be plenty. We're not gonna eat a whole bunch of these.
rescuing those out of the bottom of the thing?
Yeah, I'll rescue them at some point.
That's what he was talking about.
Oh, rescue those.
Rescue mission.
Rescue at some point.
And so the poll says yes, you should put cheese.
Okay, well,
So I can end it now?
good, because I've already got it ready to do that. Yes, go ahead, Nick. You can close the poll.
You need to go outside, Polly.
Come on now.
That's it. Okay.
All right. So, by the way, Brother Doug, got almost the whole thing sheeted today. So, that's a good thing. Went down and picked up the the different set of scaffolding that I needed to do this thing. All right, here we go.
You know what? I just noticed that I probably did bump this camera, so I don't know that I can get back into it maybe.
Okay. Good enough. Yeah! Woo! That was a sneeze. Couple plates. Like I said, I'm gonna throw this chicken into the microwave for just a second because I want to make sure that inside is completely done. So I'm gonna give it 1 minute.
Scott wants to know, is the weather any better here in Colorado?
Any better than what?
It's still cold and raining on the west coast. I'm so done with the winter. It's May. Can we please get May weather?
Well, we've had a lot of storms that's caused a lot of problems up here, but it's getting nice. Less we're supposed to get snow, possible snow over this weekend.
Yeah.
So you're not the only one. Should I try one of these? That's pretty good. Try to see if I can taste the cayenne a little bit. All right. I'm pretty dang sure that chicken is good to go. Okay. And fork. Mrs. Old Guy.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Looks delicious.
It does. I'll get this plated up and I'll show the folks.
Scott said, God bless you, Tom. Or bless you, Tom.
Well, thank you. When Mrs. Old Guy sneezes, I say schnozzlebots. Just looking at this here frosting. Looking good. Myself a fork. And I guess I should give you guys a look. And who suggested this? Travis. Fried chicken. And Travis is here tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, there's your fried chicken request there, Travis. Looks like Polly wants to come in, Mrs. Old Guy. Now, my favorite part. bite of this coleslaw.
You're not bringing that in the house, sorry.
Wow.
Okay, come on. Okay, here it goes. Oh, it's not.
That's darn tasty.
Come on. Holy shit.
Let me see if I can bite this thing without burning my mouth.
Greg says, FYI, I'm putting my washing away as I watch.
Mm.
And he says,
Mm.
snozzle, not snozzlebots, whatever he said.
Schnozzlebots.
Whatever he said when he's when
Yeah.
I sneeze.
That's what I say when people sneeze.
Joshua says, "Ooh, oh yeah, that looks awesome."
Mm. Mm.
And Scott says, "Do Polly and Chum scratch the door to come in? My dog would scratch, then just open the door himself."
Well, our guys have been going through some additional behavior training. So part of that means they got to sit down before they come in and before they go out, regardless. So start getting them a little self-control.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the vinegar and the lime juice you think would be overpowering, but it's not. It leaves just a really, really nice. I'm almost hesitant to say aromatic flavor, but it is a very kind of like light and springy sort of flavor to it. Nice, fresh. The white wine in that batter.
Greg said, "Thanks, Travis. You made you made old guy work his ass off." Wow, it looks delicious.
It is delicious.
Arnold said, "Y'all got rocked on the West Coast. I drive the mountains here in Colorado, and in late January until March, it frickin' snowed every Monday night."
Yep. Sometimes winter just hangs on. I remember, about 10 years or so ago, maybe 11, the winter just did not want to give it up. It was well into like the last part of May when it finally started warming up.
Scott said, "That's a good training idea.
What's
I'm
that?
definitely going to do that with my next dog."
Oh, uh-huh.
We're doing parkour training with them right now.
Parkour. I bet if you just looked online, you could probably find exact training that we're doing.
Johnny Small Pepper says, "Looks fabulous."
I think the only thing, the oil may have been a little bit hot. It's okay. Everything's fine as far as that goes, but I think that may have led to some of this breading getting a little dark. It's not burnt.
Still tastes good.
What's that?
Still tastes really good.
Oh yeah, it's really good. The short marinade that it had left with a really nice taste. I'm sure that if I gave it 3-4 hours overnight, it would have been even better. But for sake of the live stream, is that a Chumley wanting to come in?
Probably at that door.
Probably. Yep. I'll be right back. I'm gonna let my dog in. Okay, good boy. Chumley's really doing a good job of this new thing about sitting down before he comes in. Now he pretty much every time automatically sits down. Once we come to the door, he'll stand there and bark, but once we come up, he'll sit down and stay there until I tell him to come in. He's doing good.
Arnold says, looks good. Enjoy, Uncle. I'm out. Ice cream time. Love you.
Love you too. Thanks for coming. You too, Eddie. I don't know if you're still here or not, but I appreciate family.
He just says, take care, bro, so he is still here.
All right.
Scott says, I like putting honey on my fried chicken.
Nice and cheesy. It's a good sized chicken breast.
Eddie says he's out too. Enjoy all.
Huh. Thank you, Eddie. I appreciate you coming and hanging out with your old uncle.
Have a good night, Ed.
All right, folks. Before any more of you take off, I'm just going to roll this over and we'll pull a ticket for coming up here.
Greg says, look out, cows with guns.
That one just fell out, so this is the one I'm going to go with. Are we ready? Comes from Sean. Spaghetti carbonara. Spaghetti carbonara. So that'll be week after next. Next week, chicken cordon bleu. Okay.
Joshua's got to be up at 6. Good night, all. Or good night, old guy and Mrs.
Good night, Scott. Thank you for coming in.
Joshua.
Oh, Joshua. Thank you, Joshua. Always good to see you.
Greg said, old guy, I love you, Tom, and good lady, take care.
Have a good night, folks.
Eddie said, thank you.
There ain't gonna be nobody left to watch us eat our chocolate mayonnaise cake. Do we have anybody left in the room?
Yep, we do.
Good. Sorry. Chicken's really good, but it's also really hot. That turned out really nice. Additional time to marinate definitely would have been beneficial.
Looks like it is, huh?
Oh yeah, it is really good. And that coleslaw, what'd you think of that coleslaw?
That's really good, too. Scott says, oh yeah, we still have dessert. Greg says, I'm here. I'm here
Yay.
till the end. Or Scott says he's here till the end.
Yay. These are really good. You could have used a little more salt. Other than that, you got a nice cheesy flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Something different. A bunch of skin. I've done that all this thing just about. Yep. Not real tasty. Another bite or two of this really good coleslaw. The green apple in there. Really gives it a nice contrast.
You don't get my chicken.
Speaking of coleslaw, it reminded me that at the end of this month, Mrs. Old Guy and I have been married 30 years. So we're going to have a picnic barbecue for our town. We got the guys that play country bluegrass for us. They're coming up, and we're hoping to make it a good shindig with the town locals for a nice afternoon, and then maybe, just maybe, if Mrs. Old Guy treats me nice, I might take her out to dinner. But we'll see, because the party's only going to be from like noon to 1, or 11 to 1, just a couple hours. So we'll still have the whole evening to go out and have some food too. So.
Yep. Scott says, random, Tom. You always say do something for the community. I helped give a tour of the fire station to a class of kindergartners.
Awesome.
It was a lot of fun. The kids loved everything.
That's awesome. That's really awesome. When I had my, it's, a little bit different, but when I had my pizza place, I had kindergarten through 3rd grade. Not all on the same day, but during the same week, come over to my pizza place. They got to make their own like little pepperoni or cheese pizza. They got to have that for their lunch that day, and they all got sent home with a coupon to get another kid-sized pizza for free when mommy and daddy come and buy a pizza. So it worked out great both ways. The kids loved it, and I sold a few extra pizzas. So those were good times.
Scott said 30 years? Wow, congratulations. That's great. You're both awesome, so I'm not surprised you lost it.
I am. I'll never forget the day we were married. No, let me say that again. I will never forget the day we were married. But it's not like I've never tried.
Scott said when I was a kid, we did tours of our different factories and restaurants like yours. It was a lot of fun. And he says, great marketing, Tom.
I did that for a few different people. Like, local sheriffs and police, firefighters. I gave them a discount. So, not every Friday or every weekend, but once, maybe twice a month, I'd get a call from the local county jail that was there in town. And they'd order up, half a dozen or 8, 9 pizzas for everybody at all their inmates. So that was kind of cool. All right. That coleslaw. That coleslaw is choice.
It's all really good.
A couple more of these. And I'm going to grab some frosting. Just amazing. Pretty hungry. Didn't eat much all day. But that's the object, trying to burn some of this. Then I get really hungry, so. Oh. Huh? Doggy, that was good. All right, let's try some cupcakes. And I'll retrieve some of this frosting from the freezer. Oh, that's perfect. Are you ready for some dessert?
I
Mrs.
am.
Okay? All right. So that pecan frosting.
Sorry, chum, you don't get me.
Start with one, or do you want two?
Start with one.
There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Now some delicious pecan frosting on this one. Coconut pecan.
Joshua says I jump back in for 10 minutes and it's really time for bed.
Well, I'm glad that you spent a few minutes of your time hanging out with this old guy on a weekend. I appreciate it very much. And now let's see if this chocolate mayonnaise cake is any good. First, I want to get a bite without the frosting. Tastes like chocolate cake. It's really good. Chocolate mayonnaise cake is delicious. Mm-hmm. I don't taste anything strange or whatever, even though that mayonnaise has like vinegar and mustard and salt and other stuff in it. You don't taste it.
Drake says, old guy, here we go, the grand finale.
Delicious. Mm.
Joshua says, looks great and probably moist. And Scott wants to know, how much mayonnaise did you use?
1 cup of mayonnaise in the recipe.
Eat, John.
Wow. That is delicious. Ran a little bit over, but that's okay. I don't care. I still enjoyed it all the more. But I am going to get out of here. It's that time. So, as always, I'd like to give you folks just another minute, to, any more last minute requests or questions or comments. This is the great time to do it while we're kind of wrapping things up.
And Drake says, old guy, new business adventure, or new business adventure.
No business. Nope, I'm not going into business. All done.
Scott says, what? There's really mayonnaise in there? In that? I thought it was just a play by words in the mud pie.
No, no, there's actual mayonnaise in the cake. A cup, sugar, chocolate powder, eggs. But yeah, all that fun stuff. There, I don't know. There's probably as many recipes for chocolate mayonnaise cake as you'd ever want. Just Google it, chocolate mayonnaise cake recipe, and you'll see some of them. There's variations. Some call a little more for more mayo than others. Some call for eggs and both baking soda and baking powder. Some call for no eggs and only a little baking soda. So the recipes are kind of varied, you know, on the ingredients. So I picked one that I thought would be a well balanced between everything. So it's good. I'm happy.
Josh said good night and congratulations.
Well, thank you. Have a good night yourself. Have a good week. I hope to see you next Saturday night when we're doing chicken cordon bleu. Cordon bleu.
Scott says he always enjoys the long streams.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. It's fun, you know, to run over once in a while, but after the stream goes off and the fun disappears, it's
A mess.
the drudgery of cleaning a well-messed kitchen.
Greg says, old guy, Tom, we don't care. Now you and good lady take care.
Well, thank you. You take care too. In fact, all of you have a good week. Take care of yourselves. As I always say, get out, give back to your community somehow, some way. You know, it's springtime. Maybe somebody needs their lawn mowed or some stuff raked out or just whatever. Help out a neighbor, help out a community service of some sort. Just do something to give back, okay? In the meantime, y'all take care, and I'll see you next Saturday night. Bye.
Scott said, did say congratulations again.
Thank you, Scott. See you guys.
It's over. I'll come wash up for you guys, Greg says.